Hey guys, what is going on? I am on my Elemental Shaman, and I'm actually going to be doing a Transmog video today. I haven't done one of these in some time, so I think I would actually just want to go ahead and throw you guys one. I said I was going to do one for quite some time, and now I'm actually going to throw one at you guys. So this one is really I think it's for an Elemental Shaman. Um, it can work for enhancement. I don't think it's terribly insane for a restoration shaman. Restoration shaman, I think, would be more like a green kind of color or blue. Red is more of like fire and voodoo-y. And yeah, you can tell there's a lot of voodoo, like the shield is pretty voodoo. The shield color doesn't match perfectly with the rest of the set, but it's red, so I think, in my opinion, that's good enough. But there are other shields that would work with the set. And there are, of course, the voodoo shields with, like, kind of the molten sun ray fire thing, foaming out or whatever. That's pretty cool. There's tusks and everything. There's bones with, the wraps and everything. And, of course, I have the fire scrap dagger as my main hand weapon. Um, of course, I'm using that. I don't really have a helm that works insanely well for this. I can show you what one I usually use. I usually go with like this kind of look. Well, yeah, this kind of look. It doesn't work perfectly. I usually don't even use helms at all for my Elemental Shaman. I don't think there is a helmet that works insanely well. At least I don't have a helm that works insanely well with this set. Maybe I can find one. I'll be showing you guys what the items are in a sec. Yeah, there are some that actually works pretty freaking well. I don't know, it's a little too black, I guess. Yeah, just find like a. Okay, yeah, see, that would work insanely well. I'm not sure if there are other ways to get that from Zolomon. I mean, I don't even know if I can sell that place, but yeah, that works really well. It's called the Mask of Restless Spirits. Yeah, masks like that, just voodoo-y masks, I think work really well with this set. I do also really like the red. Oh, that actually works really well. It's not voodoo-y, but it's the right color. From Dalaran. I guess I can go and buy that if I really want. Like I said, I think it works pretty well, if not better, without a helmet. And having no helmet is also free. But yeah, if you want to go and find out a helmet for yourself, it's probably not that hard. See, there are a lot of helmets. This one works also from Satrath. Wow, that's actually really good. And it's shaman only. So yeah, you can go and grab that from Satrath. Not sure how much it costs. If it's like money or I have no idea what it would cost. Justice points maybe. Yeah, you can wear one of those. That from a vendor Nagrand Farseer's helm. Probably requires a reputation. See, there are a lot of helmets that would work. Even one of those eye patches. But yeah, just pretty much anything voodoo-y works really well with this set. That doesn't work insanely well, but it's okay. The belt I'm using doesn't really work insanely well. It's a fortified belt, male. All this stuff is male. It's okay. It kind of matches with like there's like a little tannish strip right there, if you can see it, and then there's a tan belt right there. I think it works pretty well. I think the robe works really well in my opinion. It's a nice red. The red works really well. There's a green right here, which there isn't really green on the shoulders or the gloves or anywhere else. But sometimes when there's just like one thing that doesn't really, like one thing in like the middle or like something orbiting above the helmet, I think that works okay. And I think this actually kind of adds a little bit to it. Just adds another layer of color. It's not really insanely out there, I guess. And of course I'm a Draenei, and I'm using the dark reddish hair. So, just another way to fit in. Helmet I'm using I am not even using helmet. Wow. The pauldrons I'm using are the shoulders, the pauldrons of the furious elements. I'm pretty sure the shoulders I actually bought with, it was either justice points or justice points or honor. This was from like Shatra. Pretty sure it was Shatra City, but of course you can just Google all this stuff. The robes I'm using are from. Let me actually go check. They're actually from PvP. Honor. Whatnot. Vendor. It's called the Brutal Gladiators Ringmail Armor. Pretty sure for Alliance. I'm pretty sure it's still available. I don't see why it wouldn't be. Let me check here. Yep, see it's right here. Just go ahead and grab that. And yeah, I think it works really well. There's some like cool links, like the gray, the steel, and there's some of that on the gloves as well. There isn't, and yeah, I guess there's some on the shoulders, like right here, the little scaling right here. See, it does work actually. And of course the belt works with like these and this little stripe right there. There are a few shields that you could use. Well, there are actually quite a lot of shields you can use. I think the shield I'm using right now is actually pretty good. It does the voodoo thing, and I care more about it being voodoo than red, honestly. And it's still red, it's just not quite dark enough. There are a lot of shields that would work with this set, of course. Let's see. Of course, you can just skip through these sections to find out the other pieces, what they're called. Yeah, I'm not really finding that many shields. Okay, that would probably work a little bit. That shield kind of works-ish. Oh yeah, this one would work really well. That actually works really well. Even though it's not really voodoo, it still has the nice dark red. Or darkish red. Yeah, that also works. That kind of works. Maybe a little too ruby red, but whatever. Yeah, there are quite a few that also works pretty well. It's not really voodoo. It's kind of hard to find the right color of a voodoo shield. But I don't know. I think this shield fits the criteria pretty freaking well. There isn't like a really white color on the set, but it's hard to make a perfect set. So yeah, I'd say the shield works pretty well. If you can find something better, tell me. But I like it. I like it how it is. I think it works really well. See, that's what it's the blood spattered shield. Of course, there are a lot of other ways. You can get the Warlock Band shield and the Rombeard protector. So, yeah. And that was actually from a dungeon, so you can just go and spam a dungeon a few times and get that shield. If you can't find it on the auction house. Oakley doke. So, let's go through the other pieces. So, yeah, that is from PvP. The gloves are the grips of Nature's Wrath. I bought them from the same place I bought the pauldrons of the furious elements. So, whatever that currency was, there you go. Yeah, these are not difficult to obtain, and I think they're actually really awesome. Like I said, the belt is the fortified belt. Easy to get off the auction house. If you can't, you can just Google it and see what drops the item. It's a green. I'm pretty sure it's green, so it's not going to be too costly. I'm not doing anything for the pants because, well, I don't really need to. The belt covers it. Same with the boots. You can't even see boots on a drawn eye, especially when there's a robe covering it up. So yeah, that is the set. Hopefully you guys liked it. I like it quite a lot. It's one of my favorite sets, actually. Oh, actually, one more thing before I end the video. I'm actually going to show you guys some capes that I think work well. This one works okay. The red is a little bit different than the rest of the set, and there isn't really a lot of black in this set. But I think the green right there and at the end, if it stops like waving, that'd be nice. But there's a little bit of green right there too. I think that works near the back of the cape, the end of the cape. I think that works well with the the chest, the middle emerald colored piece for the chest. I think that fits. So if you're looking for something to actually work with that, this cape works okay. Like I said before, I don't really use capes. I think capes are a little bit annoying. Just another piece to find. And sometimes you just can't find the right thing. And it's just kind of annoying to find a cape that actually works with sets. If you look at the vendor that sold the pauldrons and the gloves that I just showed you, they might sell a cape that works with this set. No guarantees, but it's always possible. So yeah, there are a few cool capes that might work. That's kind of funny. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you liked it. Oh yeah, one more time for the weapon. I never actually transmogged my weapon. This is just, how it is. Since I'm not max level, I'm using a 450 item level weapon. Deal with it. I'm level 89, and hopefully I'll be able to get some DPS videos out on my Elemental Shaman. But the weapon I'm using is called the Fire Scribe Dagger. It's a 450 item level main hand dagger. It's one-handed, but you're going to use it for your main hand. You're not going to be dual wielding as an Elemental Shaman. And I think it works well. As an Elemental Shaman, you're going to be using a lot of fire spells like Flame Shock, Elemental, Lava Burst, Searing Totem, whatnot. And there's like a little bit of a fire beam coming out of the middle. I think it works pretty well. It's not insanely voodoo-esque, but actually it works well with the red fire theme. So I think it's actually a pretty freaking nice dagger. Of course, there are always other better-looking daggers, but there are a lot of weapons that'll fit with this set. All it requires is pretty much red, and if you can, maybe like some sort of voodoo element. But I think this one works pretty well. And I don't really know what I would use if I was using like a mace or something. I think most elemental shamans use like knives, but if I was using like a mace, I don't really know what I would use. I guess I can look over that really quick here. Let's see, mace. Like I was saying before, just pretty much anything with red. And possibly voodooism-ness. That kind of works. Yeah, just whatever you want, really. I would suggest getting Mogget so you can look at all these awesome weapons, and it actually shows you where to get them too. Be really annoying if it actually just showed you all these awesome looking weapons, and it didn't even tell you where to get them. I just pretty much told you about this video. Yeah, I'm not really telling you where to get this stuff, but again, you can just Google it. I'm not going to be editing this video a shit ton. Okay, that works really well. Ooh, that's actually really easily obtained too. That's really nice. Yeah, that's probably not going to be too easy to obtain. The Dragon Strike, and the weapon I just showed you was the Blood Skull Destroyer. Yeah, Lava Forge Warhammer. For some reason, I really like the look of this mace. The Lokimir El Romathis. It looks really sick, in my opinion. So yeah, that's about it. Well, it's not really about it. There are still a few left, but you can always just go with a YOLO giant club kind of thing. That's pretty much what I do sometimes if I don't like have a good weapon to use. I can use just a huge freaking club thing, or I can use like a bone, you know, Sindel's femur, and the bone, whatever. I can't remember what it's called. Of course, you can always use like a little driftwood club. You know, there are a lot of things you can use with that. That's one of the things I really like about it, is it's open-ended. You know, there's a lot of shit you can put on here, but it also works pretty freaking well. So, hope you like this video. That's what I'm using as for my elemental shaman. I think it works for enhancement as well. Maybe not as much for restoration, but I mean, you could always use it. It's just restoration is more about like healing, and it doesn't really use fire as much. It's more about like healing with like, you know, streams of restoration, rain, and whatnot. More of a blue or green set, not necessarily all voodoo-y and fiery. I guess it could be voodoo-y, but not fiery. Oh, that's just my opinion. Hopefully you guys liked the video, and Merry Christmas. It's not actually Christmas yet for me. It's still Christmas Eve, but probably by the time you see this video, it's gonna be Christmas or past that. So yeah, Merry Christmas, guys. Hopefully you liked the video. Hope you liked the set. If you do, please comment and like this video. Sub to me if you haven't already. And I'll be seeing you guys on the next video. It might be actually an elemental DPS gameplay guide. We'll see. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.